It is true for music, sport, and, of course, acting as well, that talent is a passion that is passed on. There are many examples of parents working with their kids, whether the kids were still infants or were seasoned actors, and the dads and moms were older. Let's go and explore some of the most well-known examples of parent-child acting, where the parents and kids shared life on and off the set. Angelina Jolie and Vivian Jolie-Pitt. Angelina Jolie starred not only with her father, but also with her daughter, Vivian Jolie-Pitt, who appears alongside her mother in the 2014 film, Maleficent, in which the little girl plays Princess Aurora as a child. Angelina Jolie revealed that the choice of Vivian was almost forced, as her daughter was the only child not afraid of the actress in the witch's dress. Clint and Scott Eastwood. Clint and Scott Eastwood have collaborated on several occasions both in front of and behind the camera. The feature films in which they are both involved are many, including Flags of Our Fathers, 2006, Invictus, 2009, and Gran Torino, 2008. Sylvester and Sage Stallone. In Rocky V, Sylvester Stallone's son plays the role of the famous boxer's son. Sadly, Sage died in 2012 of cardiac arrest due to atherosclerosis. Meryl Streep and Mamie Gummer. Meryl Streep and her daughter Mamie Gummer shared the set in Ricky and the Flash, in which Meryl plays Linda, a rock star who has abandoned her family to live with her band. Liam Neeson and Michael Richardson. In 2020, Liam Neeson and Michael Richardson shared the set in Made in Italy, which examines father-son dynamics and relationships. The two actors chose to take part in this film after being impressed by the script, which depicts a bereavement very similar to what father and son had to face in real life. In 2009, actress Natasha Richardson, Liam's wife and Michael's mother, died after suffering a head injury while skiing. Robin and Zelda Williams. Father and daughter starred together in 2004 in House of D. The late Robin Williams named his daughter Zelda after the princess in the famous video game saga, The Legend of Zelda. Henry and Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda starred with her father Henry in the last film in which the latter appeared, On Golden Pond, starring another formidable actress Katharine Hepburn. Already elderly and ill when he made this film, Henry nevertheless managed to give an excellent performance, which earned him an Oscar for Best Actor in a Leading Role in 1982, the same year he died. Blythe Danner and Gwyneth Paltrow. There is an incredible resemblance between Blythe Danner and her daughter Gwyneth Paltrow in the film, Sylvia, which tells the love story between the American poet Sylvia Plath, played by Gwyneth, and the British poet Ted Hughes, played by Daniel Craig. Given the similarity between the two actresses, Blythe Danner could only play the part of the poet's mother in the film. Will Smith and Jaden Smith. One of cinema's most famous father-son couples is certainly Will Jaden Smith, who starred together in the moving 2006 film, The Pursuit of Happiness. But this is not the only occasion on which the Smiths shared the set. The two also reunited 7 years later in the sci-fi feature, After Earth. Tom and Colin Hanks. Tom and Colin Hanks have starred in the same feature film on 2 occasions. The most recent was in 2008 in The Great Buck Howard, a film also starring John Malkovich. However, the two had already shared the set in That Thing You Do. In 1996, a film that marked the debut of both Colin Hanks as an actor and his father Tom as a director. Susan Sarandon and Eva Murray Martino. The Banger Sisters is the film in which mother Susan and her daughter Eva work together. In this feature film, Susan Sarandon plays Lavina, Vinnie Kingsley, a former groupie who used to follow the most famous rock bands of the 1960s. Kirk, Michael and Cameron Douglas. In this case we are faced with a triple generation of actors sharing the set, namely Kirk Douglas with his son Michael and grandson Cameron. It runs in the family, revolves precisely around the confrontation between 3 different generations of a successful New York family. Each generation has its own set of problems and the film thus highlights the delicate relationship between father and son. Uma Thurman and Maya Hawke. The latest to join the list of parent-child couples who have acted together are Uma Thurman and Maya Hawke, who shared the set of the film, The Kill Room, in 2023. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe for more information. Please do support us.